This is Seppe. He's a young Friesian gelding that we purchased when he was still just a weanling in Holland. He had just earned a first premium in his official breed Keuring in Holland, and he was also named Grand Champion of the Keuring because he has phenomenal gaits and really perfect conformation. When he turned 3, I started him under saddle very lightly. I'd ride him about once a week or so on the trails, either alone or in the company of friends, neighbors that had horses. Here you can see his conformation. It's just beautiful. He's the sport style breeding as opposed to the Baroque Friesian, which I prefer for dressage and western, and well, anyway, it's my preferred style. A little slimmer and trimmer and more elegant. Like all my young horses, I teach them that they have to stand really still when they're mounted and dismounted. And obviously he's very good about it. He knows he's not allowed to go anywhere. So he turned 4 in June of this year, 2009, about 4 months ago. And when he turned 4, I started him in the dressage arena, learning some basic dressage, walk, trot, and canter, square halts, a little bit of backing up, and starting to move off the leg. He's done a little bit of shoulder in, and we're just starting to do some leg yield with him. He's very responsive. Since he spent the last year on the trail opening gates and learning to move sideways off my leg to maneuver quite a bit around things like all the cattle gates we have here. It's quite natural for him, I think, in the dressage arena as well. I also, before he was old enough to ride, spent quite a bit of time teaching him at Liberty, off voice commands to walk, trot, canter, stop, back up, move sideways, shake hands, that kind of thing. So it's really nice riding him. I just can usually ask him first what I want, and if I need to squeeze and reinforce what I'm looking for. But he really understands quite well still, although we don't do much Liberty work anymore. I've gotten so busy with several young horses now started under saddle that I don't play as much as I used to with them. Anyway, this here shows him just learning basic softness and throughness. He's very, very soft in the mouth, and like most Friesians, very, archy and easily on the bit, and often Friesians tend to just bury their nose on their chest even. He's learned to move quite nicely into the bridle. Occasionally his nose gets a little bit deep there, but he's very nice and through, and always reaching and feeling with his mouth, and again very soft and light in the hands, which is very important to me. You can see here just his beautiful natural cadence, and really uses himself, uses his hind end really well. And he doesn't have that really exaggerated knee movement and paddling that you'll often see with the more Baroque style Friesians. He's got a much more true dressage, trot, and canter and walk. He's got, in fact, a gorgeous canter. Most Friesians typically have a tough time cantering. They were bred over the last century really as cart horses, fancy, high-stepping, gorgeous cart horses in Holland. And so it's really in more recent times that we've thought about using them for dressage, and we're, there's a trend now to breed a little more lighter and more refined, a little less heavy, and a little less action for the sport predicate. Gosh, he's just got the most, as you can see here, the most balanced cadence trot. It's just lovely. And he's so easy to sit. I usually wait till the 5th year before really sitting on the horses. Usually I try to post the first year of schooling, but you'll see here I'm sitting just to show how easy he is. His canter likewise is just like a rocking chair. There's no big, kind of unwieldy movement like in some of the other Friesians that I've trained for friends, and some of the ones that I've tried as possible sales horses that I didn't buy because they were just kind of had these unwieldy canters, and he's just like a rocking chair, and just this nice true canter. Here I'm actually for the first time this day seeing if he can do some flying lead changes. I've never asked him before. He's not quite really ready, but I thought my friend Larry asked me to show if I could do any flying changes on him, so I'm trying here, but it looks like he's cross cantering. He's doing the changes beautifully in front, but looks like he's cross cantering there to the left, and now he's true cantering on the right lead. I'm going to ask him to change to the left. Yep, he changed in front, but he's cross cantering behind. Well, that's something we need to work on. It's definitely not ready for that. There's another change, nice and clean right back there to the right, but I noticed that all that left lead was cross cantered behind. So I'm still trail riding him about 2 days a week and then 2 days in the arena. That's his work schedule for the week, either in the arena or out on this sand track that's built outdoors. It's just really nice, good footing, and I don't know, I think it's a lot healthier for them than just constantly circling, to have a lot of area to move around in. So I actually do most of my training out here. And he's used to all manner of trucks roaring by, and the place that we lived before this, we were much closer into town, and we were actually very close to the county yard where they kept all their equipment and big heavy road equipment, so he got used to all that stuff rumbling right by his paddock every day. And he's a very, very sensible horse, and very calm, kind, gentle. He can get excited when he plays with Luna, though. Luna and both of the Friesians really tear it up a couple times a day. Either the horses chase the dog or the dog chases the horses, but it's all in fun. They all get along great. And that's Willow, my Dutch mare there that was in the foreground. She's pregnant again for a second time to Ling, the Dutch stallion. Look at that gorgeous trot. He's just amazing. That's Seppe still running. And that's Nico, the little Friesian stallion behind him. Hi, Seppe. God, these Friesians are just so gorgeous. Even if I didn't ride, I think I would have a Friesian or two out in the yard just to admire them. They're so beautiful. Anyway, that's the story of Seppe.